How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This will be a quick unboxing and review of a Chinese-made katana that I received today from Amazon. Today being February 21st, 2020. This is ASIN number. ASIN stands for Amazon Standard Identification Number B07ZYGW761. Again, that's Bravo 07 Zulu Yankee Golf Whiskey 761. When I purchased this a couple of days ago, I did not see a video. As a matter of fact, not even a single picture for this item online. So I decided to do a quick video unboxing and let you guys know what the product looked like. It arrived literally a few hours ago. I have not made any alterations to this box whatsoever. I can tell you right off the bat, it leaves a lot to be desired from the packaging itself. It's damaged in multiple areas and doesn't seem to be very well protected just from the outside look of it. Again, nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary, just plain Jane box. Again, looks to be damaged in multiple parts. Just probably rough handling from post office to here. The name of it is Entez, E-N-T-E-Z, katana. The seller is Kasne, K-A-S-N-E. This retails for about $210. After Uncle Sam and gets involved, you're looking at roughly $227 is what I paid as of the shooting of this video. Let's go ahead and try to open this up, and forgive me because I'm going to be one-handed trying to get this done for you guys. See if I can get this wrapped up here. These plastic pieces. Let me try to put the phone down here and see if I can do this one-handed. Kind of difficult. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can get a clear shot from that. This is already pretty beat up, as I said, likely from rough handling. I expected a lot more from at least a $200 product, but in the world of swords, that's coming in at the pretty basic level. Okay, so opening it up, it's got some basic styrofoam in there. I'm just protecting it from bouncing around too much, but hopefully it's not too damaged inside. Looks like it comes with a basic instructional information on it. Ratings for what the product is. It's got a 5.0 according to this. Just your basic greet card from the seller, manufacturer. The sword, it's the basics of it. It's supposed to be made out of T10 high carbon. The title is a little bit misleading. The title itself says it's made out of 1095 steel, but the description goes into saying it's made actually out of T10 high carbon. It is polished. It's supposed to be clay tempered, heat treated, and hand forged. It is full tang, and it should have a genuine Hammond. All major components, talking the Tsuba, the Kasira, I'm sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing all of these things. The pommel, basically, the Fushi, Seppa, Habaki, they're all made from copper, solid copper. So it shouldn't fade over time. It should withstand the elements if you guys so choose to take this outside and beat it to a pulp. Hopefully it'll withstand it long enough. The handle, it's made of wood with a white fish skin wrapped around it, and cotton rope obviously on top. Overall length is roughly 40.5 inches. Width, we're talking about 1 inch and 1/18, 1.18 inch in width. The blade is roughly 28 inches long, and thickness is about a quarter of an inch. So let's open this up and see what we get here. Supposedly it'll meet the descriptions. And again, forgive the redundancy, but one-handed. Maybe I should do this with my right hand. I am right-handed after all. It appears to actually be wrapped in hard plastic. I stand corrected. It's not hard, but it is covered in plastic. Get this box out of the way here. Alright, let's see if we can pull this from the end here. So here it is. Again, it's supposed to have all copper fittings, fish skin, white fish skin inside. I don't know if you could tell with the details there, but hopefully my camera is not too bad. Copper fittings. The wood, I have to remove this plastic real quick, so bear with me, and let me see if I can get this plastic out of the way for you guys. Hopefully you can see here. I don't want to cut into the wood, so I'll try to do it as gently as I can here without destroying anything. There we go. Just a slight cut over here without touching the fish skin or anything else inside there. Hopefully I can pry this open. There we go. Give you guys a better look here at it. Not sure if you can see me taking that apart or not without the plastic. It does have some gold inlays, and the decorative pieces obviously all made of copper. The wood obviously appears to be polished. It is not just, you know, dull. It's not flat or matte paint or anything. The fittings, they're pretty tight in there. I don't see any play. I don't feel any play whatsoever from that. So let's actually there's damage already right here, as I mentioned earlier. Probably from rough handling already. And I don't know if you guys can catch that on the camera, but there's a chunk right here that's missing. And there we go, the camera focused in a little bit better. And it's just pretty roughed up on the edges, and especially in the bottom as well. A couple of chunks right there missing as well. So all in all, Chinese katana. For the price range, again, not expecting anything to be fantastic or anything to brag home about, but I was expecting something that was not damaged right out of the box. Perhaps that was my expectations were a little bit misplaced. Let's open this up and see what we got here. And I'm gonna have to try to MacGyver my way into this so you guys can see this. So first draw, good God, man. It is oiled, it is dirty right off the bat. I want to say those are, oh yeah, those are definitely metal filings. You could tell right there just from looking at them. Already pretty disappointed in this. It's supposed to be sharp. I'm not gonna put that to the test. It sure looks like it, but it needs a cleaning to say the least. I may actually end up having to return it because this is really not meeting expectations. So here's the sword. Again, pretty filthy right out of the box, all throughout. At least holding it in the hand, nothing feels particularly loose. But I can tell you, I definitely didn't get the best of specimens from their lineup. And this is after paying $227 with tax price tag. So I know you don't hold a katana with one hand, folks, but for the purposes of what I'm doing here, I'm just trying to show you guys what to expect, or at least what I received, so you can make an informed decision as a purchaser, as a consumer. Totally up to you if you guys want to get into this, obviously. That right there, that's just residue. It looks like pieces of wood, maybe. I'm surprised as to how much actual filings, metal filings are all over this. There's a bunch of metal all over this blade. The inside, see if we can get a clear picture in there. It's fairly dirty. This may be something that I try out for a few days and see if it's worth keeping. I'm new at the sword world. Again, this is just for documentation purposes, so you guys can see and at least have something to go off of. I really don't know what I'm talking about when I'm reviewing these things. I just wrote down some of the basic information on it. Obviously, I purchased it because I thought it would be a decent sword. I may not know better. This may end up being a decent sword for all I know, but I could tell you, just as a basic consumer, I know when things are not done right and when they're broken and the quality is just not there for the money that you're paying. And this seems to meet that criteria, at least right out of the box. I'll play with it for a little while and see if it gets any better. Maybe that's, again, high hopes on my end, but I'll post this online as soon as I can, and we'll see if we can, matter of fact, let me see if I can give you guys a paper test, see if out of the box this thing will actually cut some paper. If I could get one out, that is. Here it is. Alright, so plain Jane piece of printing paper. Let's see here if I can do this one-handed again. Here's the blade. Let's see if it'll actually cut a piece of paper in. Just going by the weight of the sword, it didn't necessarily cut it, it more like shredded it. It's not a fine cut, but then again, I'm doing this one-handed, so let me try to reposition this phone and see if that makes a difference. So hopefully you guys got a better shot there. I hope. But here's the sword, piece of paper. Barely cut it there. At least that was a more successful cut. It looks like a pretty clean cut, somewhat. I'm pretty sure those metal filings aren't helping in this process too much, but it does appear to cut at least. It's supposed to be hand sharpened, and it has a true Hammond line on it from the clay tempering. So it does appear to cut, folks. Perhaps it just needs a cleaning and a little TLC, and it's something that I can keep. But again, for the price, for the price. I'm pretty sure any $50–$60 sword will cut paper out of the box. So that's not to the highest standards. But either way, at least you see what you're getting into here. I'll go over a quick measurement here just for one last hurrah for y'all. Make sure that the length of the blade it is what they advertise it as. 1 second here. And from the tip, about as close as I can get it. It's not scientific, it's just general. It's roughly, let me see if I can move this a little closer, but roughly at the 28, right under the 28 inches, so it's not too far off, 27 3/4 roughly, if we were to line this up perfectly. Again, it's not scientific or anything, it's just so you guys have an idea. Putting it right on top of the other, trying to keep it steady here. Yeah, more like the 27th and 5/8, 3/4 mark again. So at least you guys have a general idea what the product looks like, and I'll take a few pictures and I'll post it up and make your own decisions, folks. Thank you, and have a nice evening.